No shot. They're making a game for it. Oh my god, they are. Oh. Yo, what's up, Light?
I'm touching myself tonight.
Same. Same. Yeah, they're making a Goblin Slayer video game. Here, I'll show you. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss what needs discussing.
Goblin Slayer, another adventure nightmare feast, is officially set to launch onto the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation consoles, and on PC on.
Okay, so it's gonna be Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and PC. Okay, first off, wild as fuck. That's wild. That's nuts.
On February 29th of next year.
Of next year? Okay, so they're coming out next year with it. Okay.
And today I wanted to go over essentially the latest details that we have where the developers of Bushy Road Game been asking me in the comments when I covered
You should check out the new Gundam Breaker with a shotgun. Hell yeah, dude. Okay.
next year will actually have full English support as well.
Nice.
So for players who had been asking me in the comments.
Oh, so this is probably releasing in Japan. They're probably releasing it in Japan right off the gate, and then it'll be available next year in English, is what he's saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm not terribly excited for this. Actually, I don't know what style I would have expected though, because like, because it's not like he's facing swarm upon swarm of goblins. He's facing like 10 or 20 at a time. So would this be a better way to do it?
This game in my two previous videos asking me when is it set to release here in the Western world for English play.
So they're doing turn-based D&D style? That's a little bit wild. Like, yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about that.
Players, well, essentially the Japanese version is going to have full-on English support, and we do have confirmation that there will be a physical version released in Japan as well, so you may be able to opt in.
See, but then they're going to have cutscenes like this. So you're going to be having these badass anime art style cutscenes
and choose to import the game.
And then it's going to straight up switch to 8-bit pixel
if you so desire. However, this developer does seem to have a pretty good track record of releasing.
Oh, and it is D&D. Look at that.
Their games here in the
See? Called it D&D style. Okay.
West, so presumably a digital release will be made available sometime around the summer, most likely, or at the very least in the spring of 2024, and maybe even alongside that a physical release can come soon after. Of course, these are just speculations on my part. We don't have any confirmation of a physical release in the West, but at the very
Where's the big titties? I don't care about anything else. Where's the goddamn big titties?
We now know that there will be an English release nonetheless. But alongside those news, we also have confirmations that a couple of unique character skills will become available for any one of those characters.
That's a good song. Dude, Duetting Solo by Millie is a fantastic song. If you guys have never heard it, go listen to it. I love songs by Millie. I love her songs. They're so good. I think so. Well, debatable, because like Sword Art Online style, I think Sword Art Online style honestly would probably be a better fit for this type of game.
That you end up recruiting to your party, and that has also been something of a talking point as of recently, especially in the comment sections in my previous videos covering this game, where players tend to often ask me, well, how come Goblin Slayer and his actual team from the anime aren't the ones who are the main protagonist? And for whatever reason, essentially the developers decided to say that they are going to expand the game world this game is being created
And they're going off script? Oh no. Ew, no. No. Oh no.
by some of the original creators of the actual animated and manga series as well.
Oh
So they're
no,
essentially
dude.
bringing
Don't
over
go
their
off
expertise.
script, bro. This is a
Kumagiru, I believe, is
no-go.
the
Like, look, you can definitely tell who the main characters are supposed to be. Ripped Giga Chad, quirky fucking, I don't even know who the fuck that is, and then hot babe on the side. Of course, man.
creator of the series. He's working on concept
And a
art
fucking bear. And a polar bear. Why not?
for this
Why
game,
not?
and
Polar bear.
specifically also the story as well.
Let's add in a
We
polar
ended up
bear.
getting confirmation that you're essentially in full control
She just gives me Toph vibes. Just Toph. Badass fucking hardcore gamer girl. That's all I get.
of another team. You're not in full control of Goblin
I haven't yet. I have not checked DLC yet. I cannot wait to play it though.
Slayer's team, but instead you're
I'm debating on creating a new character for the DLC run through. Cause like that would be kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie, be kind of dope. I'll probably do that. But anyways, let's continue on with this.
Guildmasters, Blood Princess,
I'll do live
Squires,
reaction right now, dude.
team, essentially a much more powerful character.
Because what I'll do is
that
I'm
you're
gonna
be in full control of, and they're
I'll do a live
essentially
reaction for this one. I'm gonna do live reaction for the other thing.
progressing alongside it, trying to take down the big villains, and they just happen to come across the Goblin Slayer. One of the things that I found very interesting.
Oh. So we happen across Goblin Slayer. So we are this other party the entire way through the game, and then we happen across Goblin Slayer. That doesn't give me that bad of a premise then. If they are, but then they should change the name a little bit. Well, they did call it Another Adventure, so I don't know if that is them kind of alluding to the fact that it's not going to be Goblin Slayer the entire time or what. Also, I need to turn down my lights. They are a little bit bright right now, and they are kind of hurting my face. So let me just turn that down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. So this way it's not so this is why I'm not so saturated with color.
Even when I was originally researching the reveal of this game a few months back, was the fact that the Goblin Slayer and his original team were not going to be the main protagonists, but instead these new characters are being introduced to be the main protagonist, Goblin Slayer teams from the anime shows and all the other characters that come alongside the priestess.
It really
the
is,
elf,
though.
Dwarf, shaman, lizard.
They should call it something else. Something that alludes to it being a part of the Goblin Slayer universe, but that isn't. That kind of also tells it, though, that it's its own separate entity. Sorry, I bit my tongue, so my tongue's a little bit swollen right now, so I'm having a hard time speaking right now.
Priests and all of them, they will be showcased, of course, in the game as playable characters and even supported characters, but they're not necessarily going to be the main protagonists. The Guildmaster and the Blood Princess are. And for those who may not necessarily know, this is essentially a 3D strategy RPG pixel art game. If you know anything like Fire Emblem, for example, you already kind of know what to expect here. Beautiful pixel art, a lot of awesome looking moves, and more importantly, of course, plenty of enemies for you to dispose of.
Okay, dude, this guy has restated the same 3 things over and over again. Okay, is there anything else to this game?
You're essentially progressing to the actual game world. Goblin Slayer kind of focuses on one very specific area of the actual game's existence, of the like world's existence, but this group actually is going to be taking down many multiple enemies in many multiple areas, so they don't necessarily have the limitations.
Many multiple. I mean, I guess they're like, then again, this is clearly not his first language, so I guess I can kind of give him a break on many multiple.
The original Goblin Slayer team.
I mean, am I wrong? It doesn't sound like this is his first language, speaking English, but maybe I'm just being pessimistic or something. I don't know.
Plenty of gameplay has been showcased for each one of the main.
Have you guys never heard the song by Millie? What was the title of it again? It was duetting solo.
4 protagonists of the game. Once again, the Guildmaster, the Blood Princess, the Squire, the Polar Bear Priest, and a couple of supporters as well named Conan and Lady of Principality. So ultimately, this is going to be the main team you're going to be focusing on. One of the things that you do get to see in the trailer, as that Rogue places in the background, is of course new skills and new abilities. Now, of course, you have plenty of chat and discussions happening in between as you get more friendly with characters. You can essentially raise your friendship level in the same way that Persona games do that, or at the very least introduce that type of mechanic.
Okay, so you got Persona type style kind of stuff going on as well.
Them down, you just simply merge two together to become a more powerful sword. And the being, especially against weaker enemies, based on some of those roles. You certainly want to take advantage of it to see that those enemies have significantly higher health. Presumably, those are the notorious monsters you want to keep your eyes together. Certainly, Goblin Slayer, another adventure.
Okay, so then he just kind of rambles. Okay, got it. Is it a new? It must be a new song coming out or something. Did I spell it wrong? Okay, Millie duetting solo. Hang on, let's try again. Millie duetting solo. Am I insane? What's up,
二
Retro?
度と会えないけれど、もう一度会いたい人はいるだろうか。もし、その
Yo,
人と再会でき
sincere
ると
of
したら、
Afterman,
あ
thank you
な
for the
たは
follow.
何を捧げるだろう。
I just want the song. Give me the song. Give me the song. Give me the song. Give me the fucking song. Where's the song? Here we go.
この領地と、そこに暮らす人々を守りたいのです。あなたの血をちょうだい。あ、それじゃあ、コナンって言うんだよ。あなたのことは。今。
It's okay. That's not her banger. That's not her best song ever. Okay.